So this right here is our HAP main window, and what this is a digital twin of a multi-line braille display. And our program over here is our user interface that's interacting with our multi-line braille display. Multi-line braille display. And what it does is it opens up the possibility for the blind community to use their multi-line braille display to access ChatGPT, Wikipedia, and PDF files, as well as interpret images based on the vision tool inside of the OpenAI API. So if we press enter, we're gonna move into the DotUI API. So right here, over here, imagine this as a physical braille cells. So they would be reading this with their fingers, and it is giving them a menu of options for what they want to select. So first, we're going to use interaction with ChatGPT. So we're going to input 3 into the terminal, and now it's asking for an input. So whenever you want to ask ChatGPT, like, write me a story about a man walking on Mars for the first time. Now, because we are using the OpenAI API, it does take a minute for this to process and for us to get this story back, right? So this is one of the limitations of this software at the moment, is we are relying on a third-party, OpenAI, to send us this sort of data. But eventually in the future, we'd like to get localized large language models to produce stuff like this both quicker and more reliably, so there's no risk of depreciation of the actual tool. So, yeah, now we wait. Actually, I'm going to start explaining what's going to happen next. Is we actually built an algorithm that takes in a large string of text and chunks it based on punctuation, if possible, into sections that will fit on this HAP main window. So it's 72 characters long for the Braille display. So it tries to chunk it into as close to 72 character segments as possible. And then we have a page reader, right, where it sets up all of these 72 character segments into multiple pages, lines them back to back, and you can navigate them using the arrow keys on your keyboard. So this is the first page, and it reads, once upon a time in the not too distant future, there was a courageous, and we're going to go to our next page, and you can see it updates the display, astronaut named Dr. Alan Collins. Driven by a deep curiosity and unyielding passion for exploration, he has dedicated his life to. Then we move on to the next page. He has dedicated his life to unraveling the mysteries of the universe. One fateful day, Dr. Collins and his team embarked on a historic mission to Mars. Let's say we missed something. We can actually go back to the previous page, read that again, and then move back forward through the story. Now, this will continue on until the story is done, and then if we ever want to exit the story early, we hit the escape key, and we are back to the main menu of the program. So we can now choose if we want to access the wiki search, the PDF parser, ChatGPT, or just exit altogether. And that's a quick demo of how we use our .UI with the HAP API from New Haptics.